Hello, my name is Jim Howley, and I want to start out by saying that I love you. If no one has told you today that they love you, I love you. And you have worth, and your life is important. And you may be in pain and turmoil right now, but please trust me. It's only temporary. And it eventually goes away. And it does get better. I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I am 34 years old. I was born biologically female. And in 2001, I began my transition from female to male. My life was pretty easy up to about 9 years old. And then, things started to get a little rough. And, kids started to ask me if I was a boy or a girl. And not only kids, but adults. And believe me, I understand that adults can be just as cruel as children. And so I got into middle school, and, that was when gender was really focused on. And, who are you going to prom with, or who you're going to dance with, or this or that. And I always kind of remained by myself, and I was very much a loner all through school. I I ate lunch in the bathroom a lot because I couldn't find people to sit with, and I was really sad, and I was really angry. For those of you young adults and kids out there who identify as LGBT and you feel angry, you're not alone. I thought I was the angriest kid ever. And I was sad. Anger comes from pain. Its root is pain. And so just know that, it's okay to be sad. But really there's nothing to be sad about, because you're perfectly normal. You're a human being, just like everybody else. You wake up in the morning and you put your pants on one leg at a time, and you love and you fear, and there's all kinds of emotions that you experience as a human being, and you're just as valid as everyone else. But anyway, so school was not fun, and I imagine that a lot of you are kind of there right now. And that's what, making these videos for you is all about, just to let you know that you'll get through it. A lot of you are probably brilliant kids, and just let that shine through. Focus on that. I focused on school and sports, and, I made straight A's throughout school because that's what I focused on. It's okay to be a nerd. So anyway, I got out of school and I joined the military to pay for college. And that was, you want to talk about a gender dichotomy. The military was really, it forced you to be either male or female, and for me, it just wasn't an option. So once I was done with the military, I kind of had odd jobs, and I got my degree in English, and I began my transition, like I said, in 2001, and, for those of you kids and young adults who have, feelings that you may not be the right gender, as it were, it's okay. It's okay if you were born a girl not to feel like a girl, and it's okay if you were born a boy not to feel like a boy. The idea of a girl and a boy are just constructs that society creates, molds for us to fit into. And it's okay that you don't fit in those molds. So in 2001, I began my transition, and I started hormones, and I began a series of surgeries, which, all of these things are optional for you young adults as you get older. Just remember that no matter what your family thinks, no matter what your friends think, The most important thing is that you love yourself and you accept yourself, you know? And when you do that, all of a sudden, you know, things get easier because it doesn't matter what other people think of you. You know, so as I began my transition, I was living in Ohio, and it was kind of tough. Ohio is it's aesthetically a very beautiful state, but it's very bigoted in some ways. And I had a lot of problems, even as an adult in my early 20s and mid 20s, you know. And then, you know, as I began my transition, it was kind of tough. So one day, I had a job as a dog waste removal technician. And one day I got a call out of the blue from a production company in Hollywood, World of Wonder Productions. And they asked me if I wanted to be a part of a documentary called Sex Change Hospital. And I couldn't believe it. I was having one of my surgeries with Dr. Bowers, Dr. Marcy Bowers, and she had contacted them. And I, you know, let's see, dog waste removal technician or documentary. So I chose the documentary. And it premiered at the Frameline Film Festival in 2007 in San Francisco, where I currently reside. And I felt like a star. I can remember coming out here and just thinking, wow, you know, I've made it. Like, I'll show those kids from Hilliard High School, I've made it, you know. And so, you know, then about 4 months after the premiere of Sex Change Hospital, I got an email from the director of the documentary, and Chris McKim, and he said to me, do you want to be in a reality television show? And, you know, here's Jim from Ohio. Like, you know, I didn't have any idea that my life would turn into this, and all of a sudden I'm on Logo's Trans-American Love Story as the first female to male in reality television history. I mean, and Trans-American Love Story went on to win a GLAAD award. So it's really been a ride, you know. I posed sin ropa in The Advocate, without clothing, in an article called The Naked Truth. I was on Maury Povich, which, I don't know, I was approached by Oprah's people, and it's funny because Oprah doesn't approach you directly, you're approached by her people. But yeah, in the end, they decided to do the show on transgender youth, and I was more than happy to step aside and let the youth, you know, give their voice and their knowledge, because, you know, you guys are our future, all of you. LGBTQI, all the acronyms and letters that go with it. You're all a part of the alphabet soup of life. As funny as that may sound. And, you know, we love each and every one of you. I love each and every one of you. And I'm making this video for the 13-year-old that's in the bathroom right now, eating lunch. I love you. So that's it. Hang in there. Don't let these tears fool you. Hey, it gets better, okay? Please hang in there. Not just for us, but for you. Have a good day.